A faculty member is leaving A&M Commerce.
Also, information on a recent bomb threat.
These stories and more coming up on Maine Media News.
Hello and welcome to Maine Media News. I'm Jason Osei.
And I'm Baileigh Whitlock. Texas A&M University Commerce President Dan Jones was taken to Hunt Regional Center in Commerce on Saturday night. He was later transferred to a medical center in Dallas. Currently, he is said to be alert, in good spirits, and receiving excellent care. We here at Maine Media News wish him a speedy recovery and return to the campus. Cards will be available to sign from the Counseling Center staff in the atrium of the Rayburn Student Center through Thursday at 2 p.m.
We also wanted to briefly touch on a recent loss in the A&M Commerce family, 36-year-old Peter Hacking. He was driving on a State Highway 78 in Wiley when a van collided head-on with his car, killing him, his son, and his stepdaughter. Peter Hacking worked at the Dallas Morning News managing computer systems. He was also captain of the Nevada Volunteer Fire Department, as well as completing his studies here on campus, where he was set to graduate in May. Our hearts go out to his family and friends. A memorial service will be held on Saturday in Wiley. Switching gears now, last week, the campus of A&M Commerce experienced a bomb scare. Here's what we know. On Tuesday, April 12th, around 1 p.m., a library employee opened up what looked like a chemistry book and discovered an electronic device hidden inside. The employee immediately alerted the director of libraries, Greg Mitchell. When Mitchell saw for himself, he immediately called UPD. After the first officer arrived at the scene and quickly examined the object, he decided that the library should be evacuated, and an announcement was made to clear the building. Once the building was evacuated, police and firefighters made sure that the people kept their distance from the library, then ended up putting both education buildings and Halliday on lockdown until the Garland bomb squad arrived around 4 p.m. The library ended up reopening by 5 p.m., but official reports as to if the device posed a threat are still unavailable since the investigation is still ongoing, according to UPD Crime Information Officer Lieutenant Bone.
Morris Recreation Center will be undergoing a change. Assistant Director Al Diaz will be leaving in May. Here's Jason Osei with the story.
Many people use the Morris Recreation Center for various fitness activities, but it will be undergoing a change. Al Diaz, the assistant director, will be leaving his post to be assistant director of operations at Oregon. He says he learned many skills here that will help him going into his new position.
I think working at this university, I've gotten to get involved in a lot of different things that I wouldn't have at a bigger institution. For example, I oversee about 50 employees right now.
His main duties were not only taking care of day-to-day operations at the Recreation Center, but also managing the many employees who work there.
As you can see, the employees here at the Morris Recreation Center are hard at work, and it's all because of this man right here, Al Diaz. Here's what they had to say about him leaving and what he's taught them so far.
It's going to be really different without him being here, honestly. I think the environment is going to change a lot, hopefully not too much, because he made everything calm here. He was everybody's friend.
I've learned so much working under Al. I want to go into the field of campus recreation, and Al is preparing me for that by giving me the opportunity not only to supervise my staff, but also help them grow.
Al has held this position for 2 years and has done a lot to make the Recreation Center what it is today. His 2 graduate assistants will fill his position temporarily until the vacancy is filled. Diaz will definitely miss being here at the Recreation Center, but he says the experience was great for him.
The opportunities I received here at A&M Commerce have made me to the person I am today, and I mean, I got the interview for this position and got the offer, so I think that's a testimony of what the development I've received here as a professional.
Al Diaz's absence will definitely be felt at the Recreation Center by employees and by the regular customers. He made a big impact on the Rec's growth, and the university is thankful for his hard work. I am Jason Osei, Ketv, Maine Media News.
Yes. Students in college now are not only attending classes, but many are holding jobs as well. The university held an appreciation event for all student workers. Over 1,000 student workers were invited to the 6th annual Student Worker Appreciation event on Monday, April 11th. Included were students that were on work-study, work in different departments, are residential assistants, or hold special leadership positions on campus. Each one got 3 swag items as a token of appreciation. Jenny Patterson, a residential assistant, says that she loves an event like this because it reminds her of why she enjoys being a student worker.
And I think that events like this are really important because it helps the workers understand why we do what we do, and that we really do make an impact on campus, and that these jobs not only affect us in our day-to-day while we go to class and whatnot, we might not see that effect, but it really does help us in our trajectory and our career and help us just be be better citizens overall.
The event was coordinated by the Office of Financial Aid and Scholarships. Scholarships and awards were given out to most deserving student workers, and planning for next year's event has already begun.
Marketing and Communication revealed their new slogan to promote the university. For 125 years, Texas A&M University Commerce provided high-quality education to the public. Marketing Communication, or MARCOM, held a launch party to showcase their new marketing campaign to promote the school's brand. Their new theme, Our Pride Runs Deep, promotes faculty, staff, and students' experience at the university, which shows what the university has to offer. The party consisted of a temporary tattoo station, free food, t-shirts, and a showcase of the university's new merchandises that feature the campaign theme.
The launch party, it's really to allow our university community to celebrate not just our brand, but our spirit and our message.
The Our Pride Runs Deep marketing theme will be around for the next 2 and
The Silver Leos Writers Guild of Texas A&M University Commerce hosted their annual Fred Tarpley Writers Conference on the campus of A&M Commerce. Ketv main media news reporter Baileigh Whitlock has the story.
The annual Writers' Conference event has gone on to honor Dr. Tarpley and the inspiration he gave to his many students throughout the years. Many published authors are a part of the event and the Guild. Guest speaker, Cindy Baker Burnett, tells us the significance of holding this event for different writers.
You know, I think a lot of the people that came, especially, maybe not especially my session, but they kind of think they'd like to do that, but they need a little more confidence, self-confidence. Could I write something like that?
At this campus is where it all started, as Dr. Fred Tarpley began offering a memoir writing class in 2009 for local senior citizens with a special interest in writing. At the conclusion of the class, the students chose to form the Silver Leos Writers Guild, which was in Dr. Tarpley's memorial.
Door prize drawings were held along with book sales of participating published authors. The featured speakers contributing to the sessions were local columnist Cindy Baker Burnett, poet Laney Joe Burnett, and published authors Caleb Pirtle and Jim Ainsworth.
We were invited to come over there this year and speak to them about the various aspects of writing. My particular field of expertise was in writing poetry.
The Silver Leos Writers Guild feels the responsibility to living up to the standards of writing and the accomplishments made during Tarpley's career. This conference is one of the few ways that the Guild encourages each other on the writing projects they are currently working on. I'm Baileigh Whitlock, KTV Main Media News.
Texas A&M University Commerce recently held its annual Backyard Bash. This is an event filled with fun and games that gets students ready to apply for housing. People who attended the event had the chance to win prizes, including a $300 discount on housing, a private room at a cheaper price, and a pass that allows students to apply for housing early.
I like the event because it's just a fun activity outside that kind of highlights the great things about living on campus, the fun times that you get to have, and people you get to meet. Our RA staff help facilitate the process, so they're all out there as well, and so everyone kind of just gets to have a fun time out there.
Housing applications have already opened, so those who should apply as soon as possible to get the room they want. With the new freshmen coming in, the housing changes planned for next semester, and some dorms already being filled, getting a room has become much more competitive.
When we return, we take a look at the weather and hear from the winners of Commerce Idol. These stories and more coming up. Stay tuned to Main Media News.
If you're looking for adventure, then come experience the new outdoor adventure bike trail in Commerce. The trail is designed for biking and walking. It loops around 5 miles of beautiful ponds, rivers, and wildlife.
My name is Sam Stevens, and I am a climbing instructor, and I also work here at our gear center.
The Outdoor Adventure Center offers rental bikes, clinics, and group rides to help develop good mountain biking skills and connect groups of bikers.
Office here is open from 1 to 6 on weekdays, and our trail is open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
So come on out and enjoy the Outdoor Adventure Center on Culver Street, across the street from Walmart in Commerce. For more information on the bike trail or the Frisbee Golf Course, call 903-886-5134. The Outdoor Adventure Center in Commerce, Texas, the place where outdoor adventure begins.
We're standing in the second floor lobby of the Texas A&M University Commerce Music Building. And since then we've been teaching classes not only for our music majors and all of our ensembles, but to students from all across campus. We have non-major classes here in music, and we also offer classes in math and science and some of those other things, because it is such a great building to be able to offer to the university community. We're right here on the edge of campus, right next to the football stadium, just a short walk from everything else on campus, the Rayburn Student Center, the science building, the gym, and everything else. We love having people walk through the building. It is indeed one of the gyms of this campus. We host over 200 performances every year, everything from student ensembles and solo recitals on through to traveling shows that are coming either to or from the Dallas area. Almost all of those are free and open to the public, and we certainly enjoy everybody joining us.
Welcome back to Main Media News. Here's an update on your weather. Severe storms have made their way across Texas the last several days, bringing heavy rainfall, damaging winds, and hail. The Houston region has experienced severe flooding, resulting in 5 dead and thousands of homes without power. Officials are urging residents to avoid traveling until the flooding is over. The National Weather Service says another round of storms is expected to develop northwest of the region later today and move southeast across the area tonight and into tomorrow morning. Severe storms will be possible along with additional heavy rain. Keep an eye on your local weather for further updates.
The local tradition Commerce Idol recently returned to the stage, and Taylor Mefford has exclusive interviews with this year's winners.
There's no shortage of talent. The competition is fierce.
I'm kind of a show-off.
There's just so many good competitors out there. It was pretty close.
We have done it 3 years. This will be our 3rd time winning in first place.
The Rotary Club brings another successful Commerce Idol.
I thought it was supposed to be like a small event. I didn't expect it to be so big, actually.
The show features all kinds of talent: singing, dancing, instruments, and even beatboxing. And you can't forget that special guest judge that everyone is talking about.
Hannah.
I kind of want to be like Hannah Kirby.
So what does it take to win Commerce Idol?
I want to see them come out and put on a show. For me, the first thing I look for is that stage presence. Are they engaging the audience? Are they having a good time?
The best thing to do is just keep working at it. It might be hard at first, but it was hard for me too.
Commerce Idol might be over for this year, but for the winners, there's still much more in store.
I have a band myself right now. We have a bunch of gigs coming up soon, and we hope the best of them, honestly.
I have a junior percussion recital coming up on April 14th. I commissioned a serious concert work for the steel drum.
The winners have also been invited to perform at the upcoming Bodark Bash later this year. I'm Taylor Mefford, KETV, Main Media News.
Speaking of music, the music department has a new concert coming up. The Symphonic Band and Concert Band will perform tomorrow, the 21st at 7:30 p.m. in the Finney Concert Hall. The group is made up of undergraduates, both music and non-music majors. These students have shown outstanding musicianship and have a strive for excellence. Their goal is to prepare teachers for the challenges that await them in the music education by bringing them challenges, new pieces. Both ensembles are led by Associate Director of Bands, Mr. Alan Goodwin. Students who are lovers of expressive art had the chance to participate in an event designed specifically for them. Kerry Wilson has the story.
Texas A&M University Commerce recently hosted the second annual Bless the Mic event on April 14th in the Rayburn Student Center. The event featured prominent New Orleans poet duo Frequency and Akeem. Lead graduate assistant Dominic Smith said the event is for students to showcase their talents.
It's really just students just showcasing their talent, along with the hosts showcasing their own poetry that they do as well. So it's not by any means competitive. It's just, students just demonstrating what they love to do.
At Bless the Mic, current students and alumni show everyone about who they really are and their personality through poetry and singing.
While attendees enjoyed the food, refreshments, poetry, and singing, Angel Bird tried something she had never done before. She got out of her box.
My poetry is something that I've always kept private, so opportunities like this really help for me and people like me to be able to showcase our talents and kind of get out of our little box that we're stuck in.
In addition to poetry and singing, students also showcased the talent of dancing. One dancer in particular, Brandon Agent, showed mime dancing. He said it's not often an event like this is held.
It exposed everybody else's uniqueness in a true, authentic way, especially here on campus. Because a lot of times you don't get a chance to see that. You have step shows, you have seminars, but you don't necessarily have events like this.
Kerry Wilson, KETV, Maine Media News.
This semester, there has been an issue with crosswalk safety on Culver Street. The crosswalk has an average of 1 to 2 students getting hit per semester. According to Lieutenant Jason Bone, there has already been an incident this semester where a student has been struck by a vehicle at the crosswalk near Whitley Hall. University Police Department Lieutenant Bone believes part of the problem is people being distracted.
The concerns we have with our students is, they're walking and they're texting or they have the earbuds in and they can't hear traffic, they can't see the traffic, and they just step right out. And we had one 2 weeks ago, I believe, where a student got struck. Low speed impact, thankfully, and I understand that the injuries weren't that severe. In fact, I don't really even know the exact extent of them, but it wasn't fatal by any means. But it just happened a couple of weeks ago. So
this is the same crosswalk where one student has already been struck while crossing. Residential Living and Learning and UPD are always looking for ways to avoid these types of issues from occurring. The Cold War Step Show recently took place. With more information, here's Jason Osei. Where's the audio?
Alpha Phi Alpha held their annual Cold War Step Show this past weekend. This year's show broke the attendance record for Cold War. Ferguson Hall reached capacity within an hour of the doors opening. The show was hosted by comedian DC Youngfly, who got an outstanding reaction from the crowd. He said he was honored to have the chance to be in commerce.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I like it, man. I get to do what I want to do, just wild out with the people. Man, it was really fun, man. It was a blessing for having me, man. I just appreciate it, man, for being a part of it.
The performances received a great reception from an electric crowd. Under construction began the show with an exhibition performance, then teams competed. The female division was the Lady Soldiers from Bowie High School and Texas A&M Commerce's Delta Sigma Theta sorority. The male division were both Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity members from Louisiana Monroe and Louisiana Lafayette. In the end, Louisiana Monroe Alphas and James Bowie High School's Lady Soldiers won their respective divisions. The consensus among the Alphas was that this show definitely topped last year's show. Dominic Spikes believed this was definitely a progression on last year.
The numbers of everybody, the outcome was greater than last year's by an outstanding amount. The crowd, they were interactive with the host was great and everything.
This event is the biggest in the Alpha Spring calendar. Andrew Forrest told us how much this means to the fraternity and to the university.
Really, this is a big recruitment and retention event. What a lot of people don't know is that during the day we do a senior day event where we bring 100 to 150 high school seniors that's been accepted, really just to kind of give them a taste of what college life is like.
Cold War is more than a step show. It is a big campus event for students from this campus and other schools too. The turnout and the involvement of those in attendance was a great advertisement for next year. I am Jason Osei, Maine Media News.
Earlier we heard from the winners of Commerce Idol. The event is not only great for local artists, but great for the community. What began only as a fundraiser for Commerce High School scholarships has become quite the tradition for the Commerce community. The local talent show is also the highest grossing single event fundraiser hosted by the Rotary Club. In addition to providing scholarships, Commerce Idol gathers some of their best local talent. Tristan White, this year's winner in the high school category, says that the Commerce Idol is a great way to get your talent out there.
Opens the door for so many of them. Like, there's plenty of competitors here that never even thought about auditioning and trying out, and it probably paid off for many of them.
This provided especially true this year when The Voice's Hannah Kirby signed on to help judge the competition. Commerce Idol continues to grow and impact the community, even recently adding an interactive People's Choice Award. If you missed it this year, make sure to catch the winners performing in another local tradition, the Bodog Bash, later this year.
That's all our time for this week. Thanks for joining us.
Be sure to tune in next time for more Maine Media News.